All right. I got everybody out of the waiting room.
Good. Good.
All right, good evening, everybody. Can you give me a thumbs up if you guys can hear me? Just want to make sure everybody's good. If you guys can. Everybody's good? Okay, I see the thumbs. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we're excited about tonight. My name is Shannon Riley. I am founder, owner, CEO of Dream Sports Group. Dream Brand is something huge for us as we start to create our own gear, create an exposure platform for athletes, and more. You guys have taken that leap, jumped in, and we're excited to give you guys the information that you need to build your brand, build your exposure, continue to create college connections, get all the gear, and then use this platform to elevate where you are and get to the next level. So we got a lot of good stuff to share with you guys today. Once again, my name is Shannon Riley, but we have on the call Deshaun Creekmer. He is our Chief Marketing Officer. He will be sharing some information with you guys about branding and exposure. We also have on the call Anthony Outler. He is president of Dream All-American, and he will be taking on a piece of this meeting as well, talking about social media and a few other things that you guys should do for exposure as well. All right, while I have you guys, I just want to show you guys this new platform that we're working on. It's called Dream Brand Athlete. It's on the school app. And don't worry, we'll give you guys all the information for this platform via email tomorrow. So you guys can be able to log in and create your profiles and then use this system. I'm going to take you guys through real quick so you can see how it works. All right, hopefully you guys are seeing my screen. We have the community. We have a general discussion button. We have resources that we're adding for NCAA and a few other things that be added. We have a tab for success stories. This is where we want you guys to post scholarship offers. We want you to post any awards that you guys get. We want you guys to post any academic acknowledgments that you get. We want everything in success stories. So we have it in one area and we can take this information and post it to our social media platforms and make sure you guys are elevating your profile. All right. So we'll explain this a little bit more as we go on. Merch, as you guys get your merch in the mail, we want you guys to take pictures. All right. We want you guys, as you're training and wearing some of the other gear, we want you guys to be able to post in this page, in this tab, so we can see you guys wearing your Dream Brand gear. We also have a post here where we're going to post all the athletes, all your guys' stories that we're creating for you guys and your images. So that's in the group as well. All right, we're going to be bringing in college coaches. We're going to be bringing in sponsors and other companies that are looking for athletes that can promote their brands. We're going to bring in just other people to be able to see this group and see who you guys are. This group should grow to thousands and thousands of people. But as the college coaches come on, all right, they're going to click the success stories and they'll be able to see what you guys are doing in your communities. And if you have a scholarship offer, they're going to see that. And if they say, we're looking for athletes that can play at a certain level and your scholarship offer matches that, they can reach out to you on this platform. If you guys post that you are state player of the year or district player of the year, or all district second team, or whatever you guys make, put that into success stories because people will be watching. All right. We have a lot of D1 coaches in the Facebook group, but as you guys know, if you're in there, a lot of posts go in there and stuff gets separated. It's hard to track all the good stuff in there. But with this platform in the community, you can click the tab and you can post your child's information, or you're an athlete, you can post your information in here. So we can always have a running tab of what we're looking for in the system. All right. Classroom, we have some general stuff here for anybody that's going to come into the group, but we also have exclusive content that's just created for our Dream Brand athletes just to give you guys some additional information so you guys always have that. All right, calendar events on here. You see the first meeting. We're going to add meetings throughout all February, March, April, May, so you guys can have live meetings, other events that we have, leaderboards and some other things, and I'll get into that as well. All members will be here. We're asking everybody to put a picture and then put your name and a little bit about you guys, so anybody that's clicking on your profile can see who you are, where you're from, a little bit of your accolades. And then we have the leaderboards here. The way the leaderboard works, it's all about engagement. All right, so if I click this here, all right, it's all about likes. You guys post nonstop about your accolades, pictures of yourself, your highlight videos. Use this platform. As you get likes, it gives you 1 point. And then we have different point levels. As you get to different point levels, you guys are Dream Brand athletes, you're going to get a certain package in the mail. We have new stuff that we're ordering that you guys will be able to get as a courtesy getting through these levels. All right, so we want you guys to post as much as you can, brag about yourself, get your information out there so the college coaches can see, the corporations that are going to be in the group that are looking for athletes can see, and so forth. And then as you reach certain levels, as I mentioned, you guys will receive some bonus things that we have for you guys. We're creating new shirts. We have new jackets. We have a sunglass brand. We have a lot of things coming for you guys. All right, so just be patient. We're boxing your guys' stuff probably in the next couple of days. We're waiting for our sleeveless Dream Brand athlete hoodies to come in. And they are shipped now. So now that they're on the way, the majority of them are here, but we're still waiting for a few. Once they get here, we're packaging it up and mailing it out, and then you guys will get it. So like I said, we're excited. This platform, as I mentioned, you guys will get an email tomorrow with instructions of how to join this group. And once you guys are in the group, then we're going to add additional people, and they will be seeing all your guys' information as we go. All right. So at this time, I'm going to move it over to Anthony. All right. We have a little agenda that we're going to go over just to make sure you guys understand what it means to be a Dream Brand athlete, what our expectations are of you guys, what you can expect of us, and so forth. One of the main things is social media. We want to make sure that you guys have one, that you guys are posting the right things, that you're representing your family, you're representing Dream, you're representing your school and your community the right way. All right. We want to make sure that you guys are winners. We don't want anything that would damage your brand and our brand as we're tagging you guys into things. We don't want someone to say, okay, let me see what this Dream Brand athlete's all about, and they see something that's negative. We don't want anything in a negative light. All right. So I'm going to pass the microphone over to Anthony. Anthony, you can take the floor, and we're going over social media at this time.
Okay, good evening, everybody. Before I get into objective one, which is building your social media presence, I just want to thank everybody for joining Dream Brand Athlete. It's a tremendous opportunity for your child to really do something that none of us who play sports on any level ever had. Your sons are going into a new frontier, which is NIL and, being paid for, just, being themselves and, being paid for being a premier athlete. And right now you're getting the opportunity to get a little taste of that before it even happens. Social media is very important with NIL because that's basically your brand. When it comes to social media, we suggest that everyone have a Twitter. Even if you don't like Twitter, you need to have one. When I started working for this company, I did not have Twitter, but I realized that I need Twitter to get in touch with college coaches, to get in touch with high school coaches, to get in touch with high school athletes, to get in touch with middle school athletes, to get in touch with everybody. It's a fantastic resource for being able to do all of these things because it's quick messaging. It's, whatever you want to get out, you can get out. You can put links on there pictures on there, anything on there. We know the importance of Twitter because you can look at a guy like Josh Allen who had stuff on his Twitter, negative things on his Twitter, and he didn't think it was going to impact him. And those things that he did in middle school and high school ended up coming to bite him in the butt when he became, nationally recognized. Same thing goes with Instagram. These coaches look at everything. And when I mean they look at everything, they look at everything. They will go back to as far as they can to see if there's negative things in there that will keep you from being recruited by them. We have to understand as well that some of these colleges are Christian colleges, they're Catholic colleges, they're secular colleges. There's a lot of things going on. Some of these colleges have honor codes. They have things that if they look in there and they see certain rap lyrics, certain rock lyrics, or you having certain leanings towards certain feelings or anything sexist or racist or homophobic or anything like that, that can deter you from getting a major opportunity. Because you have, especially when dealing with products, these companies are very strict. I'm saying? If they're paying you a lot of money to represent a product, they're going to want a squeaky clean image, because anything that you do, if you're representing their brand, affects them. And if that affects them, that's going to affect their bottom line. And then if that affects their bottom line, they're going to do everything they can to get rid of you. So the importance of social media for athletes, literally, social media is your way to get in front of other athletes, companies, coaches. Now, what I mean by that is when I talk to coaches myself on social media, I talk to them, I DM them about kids that I think can, play at their schools. When I want them to come to camps, I DM them or I send them messages in camps. And the quickest response I always get, over Facebook, over Instagram, is Twitter. Twitter, I get the fastest response because that's how these coaches want to be found. All the coaches, if you go on there, you type in coaches that you've talked to, or you type in coaches that that you may want to talk to, every single last one of them has a Twitter. All these colleges give their coaches social media accounts. The social media accounts are already full with followers. They say, hey, coach, we're going to give you a Twitter with 10,000 followers or 15,000 followers. And anything you get on top of that is what you've built. They have these things already pre-made. They already know who they're contacting. And you'll see coaches, and I know if there's any kids on here, they'll say, hey, shoot me a DM with film, or drop your film, in the comments. And they can see that. They can get to you very fast. Now, how to optimize your Instagram and Twitter accounts. Now, for me, I went from 0 followers to almost 2,000 or 3,000 followers. I don't even know how many I have because I get new followers every day. How you optimize your Instagram. Your child probably already knows how to optimize their Instagram and get followers, but how you do it and how I see as a tried and true way to do it is to follow people. Anybody that you're interested in following, all colleges whatsoever, you follow one coach. Then one coach usually leads you to another coach, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one. And the next thing you know, these coaches are following you. And then you look down their list of who they're following, and then you start following them. And then those people will start following you. And then on top of that, because you're a dream brand athlete, you should be putting out content every single day. Whether it's whatever you're doing in school, whether you're lifting, whether you did something excellent on the field, whether we give you something, because we're going to give you enough content for you to be able to post that. And this is something you should get into a habit of posting something every single day. If you see me in the group in Dream All American, I post something every day, maybe twice a day, maybe 3 times a day. Maybe it's information, maybe it's something funny, maybe it's a thought, maybe it's a word. You have to post something every single day, because if you're out in front of people, people are saying, hey, okay, well, I know, I just take for instance, I know Shannon Riley. I see Shannon Riley posting something every day. He's in my face every day. I see Anthony Allen. He's posting something every day. He's in my face every single day. I see, let's just say, we see Owen DeSalvo. We see Owen DeSalvo. He's posting something every day. He's posting about what he's doing at, BB&M school. I was like, his grades are amazing. His things are amazing. I'm looking at Jaheim McCallum. He's posting something every single day. And parents, you need to be on top of your child as well and making sure everything they're posting is clean. So if it comes to it every day and saying, hey, Jaheim, let me just, check your Twitter, see what you're posting, or if not, the best way to do it is create a Twitter if you don't have one, and then friend request your son. That way you can see what he's doing every day. If you see something that may be a little sketchy or something that you think, would be detrimental to what he's doing, you need to be on that. And like I said, clean and professional social medias is pretty much the way to go. Like the cleaner it is, the better it is. The less stuff you have to say, the better it is. Like, we all have opinions. We all have feelings on what we're trying, or what we feel or what we want to do. Everybody's different. But the bottom line for everybody, that should be is to make money and to expand your brand. Because at the end of the day, you are your brand and you represent us. So if you say something that's out of pocket or post something that's out of pocket, the first thing they're going to do, that anybody's going to do, is be like, oh, well, that's Dream Sports Group or Dream All American. Oh, they let this type of kid in here? Okay, well, I don't want to deal with anything that they're doing. So, because this kid agrees with this, or this kid said this is the type of kid they let, in there. And, it could be something benign or something, that you may think is benign, but everybody thinks differently. So the best way I tell everybody is to just keep a straight line. No ridges, no nothing. Straight line. If it ain't about the product, or it ain't about you, or it isn't about, anything that we're trying to do, or anything that you're doing personally, it shouldn't be on there. And as a rule of thumb, I give everybody a rule of thumb. If you have to think about it, don't post it. If you have to think about it, do not post it. If it's something that you say, well, I wonder, do not post it. If it's like, well, maybe, do not post it. Do not post maybes or I wonder. Post the things that are, are going to create positive content and positive and a positive reaction, because that will help you in the long run. Creek, do you have anything you want to add or anything on top of that?
Can you hear me?
Yes, yeah, we can all hear you.
Okay, yeah. Now you basically hit the nail on the head, but understand you all are a brand at this point, and you already were before you became a dream brand athlete. When you're working to get into these colleges and schools, you have to market yourself these days, right? That's how some players get found. There's plenty of players who may end up at a bigger D1 than a smaller D1, because it's just because they were found about, and a lot of that is through their social media, mainly their Twitter. You know what I mean? So we definitely encourage you to definitely get one of those, get an Instagram, and use it to your advantage. One of the big things that once we see everybody's, we will check to see what you have, and if there's anything that's questionable already, we're going to tell you. We'll address it, but we really you're not celebrities yet, so don't post your political thoughts and opinions. Don't post, like Anthony was saying, anything that could be, misconstrued as negative or, detrimental to, people having a different output on you. You represent this brand. And yeah, that's all I have on that topic. We have other topics.
Just
I'll
want
get
to
into.
go back to one. Yeah, I just want to go back to one more thing about Twitter. How many of you have a Twitter? Do all of you have a Twitter? Okay, so most of you have a Twitter, right? Is there anyone that doesn't have one? Okay, well, if you don't, I'm saying if you don't have one, I'm going to give you a homework lesson. One needs to be made tonight if you don't have one. And great, Mike, good job. So now if you don't, and when you do download the Twitter, this is what should be on your Twitter. If you are in high school, your NCAA ID should be on your Twitter. If your NCAA ID, they're going to ask for that because your NCAA ID is how you get recruited. You can't do anything without an NCAA ID. That means you can't go on visits. You can't talk to coaches. You can't do certain things without an NCAA ID. You need an NCAA ID. Number two, your huddle link should be on there. Your updated height and weight should be up there. And you guys should be writing this down. You guys should be writing this down. So updated height and weight, NCAA ID, your huddle link, and class of whatever you're graduating in, whether it's 2030, whether it's 2024, 2025, whatever. And then your email should be on there as well. You get your NCAA ID by going to NCAA.com, or what is it, Shannon? Is it NCAA.com or NCAA.org?
.org, I think it is.
Yeah, it's NCAA.org, and then you get an NCAA ID. Now, I think some of you might not be able to get one because you're too young, but if you're in high school, it is imperative that you get your NCAA ID because you cannot be recruited without one. That should be on there. So on your Twitter, it should be the NCAA ID, your huddle link, and then how to reach you, which is normally your email. Because most coaches, if they can't get to you via Twitter, they should have your email. And your DMs should be open because a lot of people miss out on opportunities because their DMs aren't open. And college coaches do not like to post anything in a comment. They will DM you or they will email you. So that stuff should be on it. That should be in your bio.
And the other thing too is, sorry, is name your high school where you play. Like I've seen some people put CHS. You know what I mean? Like, or BVHS. You know what I mean? Well, now the coach has got to figure out, well, where is that? You know what I mean? Spell it out for them. You know what I mean? Make it easy for them to find you.
And then any times, like I said, what should also be on there as well is like I said, 40-yard times, 40-yard dash times, bench press max, squat max, things like that. That's what coaches want to see. They want to see that.
All right,
and that's pretty much it when it comes to social media. Same thing on your Instagram. The Instagram should be the same thing. Coaches do reach out on Instagram, but I feel from experience that they reach out more on Twitter. Twitter.
Yep. I appreciate that. That's all good stuff. We are available at any time if you have questions specifically about how do you create it, what should you put in your bio, how you should reach out to coaches, do you need templates to help with that stuff? That's what we're here for. Anthony and Deshaun, they are experts. All right, so they're going to help lead this group. You guys will be able to use them as a resource, for anything, football wise, exposure wise, anything with connections to colleges. Just reach out to them, and they'll help guide you guys through. But that's all good stuff. You have to have that, one, to brand yourself, and two, to get in connection with colleges. Make sure you have your social media. And one thing is obvious, get your name on there. There's a lot of people I try to reach out to, and their name is nowhere found. I'm like, who is this that's reaching out to me? I don't even know their name because it's not listed anywhere on their social media. So that's another thing. Make sure your name is on your social media as well. All right.
And your real name.
Yes, your real name. All right.
No nicknames, no aliases, nothing crazy.
All right. So going to objective 2, that is unboxing your official Dream Brand Athlete merchandise. So I'll start with that one. As I mentioned a little bit in the intro, we have most of the items, all right, with us. Everybody's going to get the box in the mail. All right, it's going to have image on front sticker, and it's going to Dream Brand and say your merch is inside and all that. So once you get that, you'll have your cleats. All right, you'll have your Dream Brand shirt. You'll have your socks. You'll get your gloves. A few other items that are thrown in the box. All right, this is a big moment for you guys when you get your brand stuff. All right, when it gets mailed, it's like Christmas. All right, or whatever your religion may be. When you guys get your box, all right, there's a couple of things that we need. This is a significant moment. We need to get video, and we need to get pictures of you guys unboxing. All right, we want you guys to open it up. We want you guys to pull out items one at a time. Eventually, we want you guys to put the items on, take the pictures. All that should be documented, and then put back out onto your social media so everybody can see, one, you're a Dream Brand Athlete, one, see the gear, because you guys will get ambassador links for camps, you get ambassador links for merch, and you'll be able to share that out to all your friends, teammates, anybody on social media, so they can eventually go to our store, get the items, but you'll be credited for it. All right, so building that brand and that presentation early on is going to be big. All right, so a well-lit area, someone other than yourself should have a camera, smartphone, iPhone, great quality, whatever you're using, and they're going to be filming you with the unboxing. All right, just showing the box, opening the box, pulling out the items, and eventually putting those items on. All that should be documented the right way about that. All right. Once you have your stuff, remember, you guys are documenting everything about being a Dream Brand Athlete. So when you guys are wearing your merch in school, you make sure you get some pictures of that. When you're training and you have your merch on, pictures. If you're going to scrimmages and games, you're in the locker room or doing some things, getting ready, just get some pictures, some images, because that's going to be important as you guys are building this exposure. A lot of you guys may be worried about NIL. Well, you're going to start showing corporations, one, how the brand, all right, so you're building that portfolio. And two, eventually you're going to have a dashboard that's going to show how many people are purchasing stuff off of your links, because they want to know, if they give you an NIL deal, are you going to translate money back to them? All right, so you can show them, hey, I put links out there about gear, and look how many people registered off my link. I put links out there about signing up for Recruit Nation camps. Look how many people signed up for camps off my link. You can show how strong you are in your community to your followers by how many people are, one, clicking on your link. We can track that, and how many people are buying off your link. All right, the key is getting enough film, enough pictures, and everything else to be able to show people that you're a Dream Brand Athlete and show them the gear. All right, so that's my piece. If you guys want to add on to any of that, feel free, Anthony or Deshaun.
Also, with gear, once you get it, you should be wearing your gear. Even if you go to other camps that aren't Recruit Nation, you go to camps, other combines, you go to other stuff, you should be wearing your gear. You should be wearing your gear. You are representing our company. You are, building our brand as well as building your brand. So your gear should be wearing. You should be proud of wearing your gear. That's what you are. That's like saying right now, for any other company, if you were to do it with Nike, if you were to do it with Under Armour, if you were to do it with, Adidas and stuff like that, they fine you for wearing other people's gear. We're not going to do that, but we're going to tell you that if you're going to other camps and 7-on-7s and stuff like that, if they don't require you to wear the 7-on-7 uniform and stuff like that, you should be wearing our gear. Now, if you're in the 7-on-7 league and they want you to wear the 7-on-7 stuff, you can wear your cleats, or you can wear your gloves, or you can wear your socks, or any other things that we give to you, sunglasses, any other things like that. You should be having your gear on as much as possible, because like I said, that's only helping you, because when you're out there and you got your cleats on, like I'll be honest, there was a kid that played in our game in the wintertime, and his name is Malachi Drake, and Malachi was a quarterback with us, and he had his dream brand cleats on, and all the kids at the camp were just like, where did you get those? And now we had an order come in for 10 pairs of cleats because he wore them at Quarterback Universe this weekend, down in Texas. That's how easy it works sometimes. You got your cleats on, people never saw them before, they look good, they feel good, and then next thing you know, you got people asking you where you got them from. It's that simple sometimes. Not saying it's going to be like that all the time, but sometimes like that, it's that simple. And that's why we want you to wear, your brand and stuff like that. Like right now, the only reason why I'm not wearing a Dream shirt is because they're dirty and I got to wash them. So, I'm not coming on the thing with a dirty shirt because I wear them all the time. But 9 times out of 10, you're going to see me in some Dream stuff because I'm representing my brand. I'm representing my company. This is me. This is what I do. That D behind Shannon is what I represent every day when I go outside. So it's the same way you do that. And we're going to give you stuff. We're going to give you backpacks. We're going to give you cleats. We're going to give you gloves. You're going to get shirts, hoodies, all that type of stuff. So when you come out there and the kids will be like, hey, what's that? Well, this is the company that I'm representing. If you want to take a look, hey, look at my ambassador link. I know you play football, so you might want to come to the showcase that's going to be in Rhode Island, or it's going to be in New York, or it's going to be, wherever you live at. And then that's how you draw people in, to sign in for your link. They get curiosity. That's why you want to wear it as much as you can. And like, what Shannon was saying, you just want to be able to put as much content out as possible and have things engaged. Now, you guys live in a social media era, so I'm sure you guys have TikTok and Instagram. You know how to make a video. Some of you guys probably have more followers than me on TikTok right now or Instagram, so you know how to make a video. You know what to do, and you know proper lighting and how to do things. I'm sure some of y'all have a ring light somewhere up there, or can get one, or know how to take angles, correct angles, and things like that. So I don't think we have any problems with that. But again, if you do have problems with that, or you need pointers and stuff like that, I can help you on that as well.
Okay, great. All right, and like I said, we have emails. You guys can reach out to us. Any questions? The group that you guys will be joining in. Any questions there? You can put it, and then people will respond in general discussion and give you guys tips and pointers if you guys have any questions. But definitely document the whole journey, pictures when you're training, all that stuff. Anytime you have gear on, document. Even if you don't have the gear on, you should be documenting your workouts, your competitions, all those things that you have going on. Just make sure you guys get the film for that. All right. Moving on, objective 3. That is maximizing Recruit Nation camps. A lot of you guys have been to our Dream National Showcases if you're a Dream All-American, or you've come to some sort of camp of ours with Recruit Nation. A lot of them have been hitting 85, 100, 150. We had 200 plus and then 400 plus. We make sure that we get our name out there to as many people as possible. And then we have to get the college coaches to come out there to run our camps and to evaluate. All right. So the college coaches, every time we have a showcase, they're going to get the spreadsheets that has player's name, academic information, athletic highlights. It has height, weight, all your measurables. All that information is given to the coaches, so they have it in their database and they can evaluate you. All right. On the field, they're going to provide instruction. All right. And then they're going to evaluate top performers. And they're also going to offer some kids on site. Now, if you come to some of ours, you have seen the college coaches pull kids aside and say, these kids have offers. When we're in LA, we had 20 plus offers given to athletes at that Los Angeles showcase. Every one that we've held so far, there's been multiple athletes receive offers to colleges. That's what Recruit Nation is. So when you guys are official Dream Brain athlete, we want you guys to attend our camps. All right. The more Dream Brain athletes and wearing the gear and performing well and doing great, that's better for you guys. You're seeing college coaches from different areas. Now, you might live on the East Coast and it's no way you're going to get out to LA or Chicago or some other ones. But just so you guys know, you have unlimited access to Recruit Nation camps until you graduate. All right. So if you are in 5th grade right now, for the rest of your middle school and high school career, you can go to camps. All right. We're going to give you guys a link that bypasses the payment, and then you guys can add your information right on to any camp you want. You have to do it every time you want to go to a camp because you have to pick the location you'll be going to, so we can pull those spreadsheets for check-in purposes and so the college coaches can have the recruiting information for everybody at that specific camp. So every time you guys want to go to one, you have to fill it out over and over and over, but you guys will get the information. The colleges will get your guys information every time. So take advantage of that, get out, run your times, compete, and then have a chance to be evaluated by college coaches. All right. If you can go to multiple, that's the best chance to receive those offers by going out. There's other camps out there that may be doing good things, but I rarely hear feedback like ours with the amount of attention, instruction, and evaluation and scholarships that come back. And we also have our National Radar platform tied in with Recruit Nation, where there's articles, there's top performers, there's stars, and everything else that's given. So take advantage of the camps, get out to as many as you can, showcase your abilities, wear your gear at the showcases. So once again, you're documenting and broadcasting who you are, your Dream Brain athlete and everything. But it's important to get to the camps. So anything else to add to that, I'll pass the floor to Anthony Michelle.
So the best part about that is that's where the value is in your Dream Brand athlete purchase. The value is the unlimited camps, because you have an unlimited amount of times, to improve things, to be in front of colleges. Now, Shannon, we have about 25 or 30 camps.
24 this year, and we're adding a few more. Some college coaches have reached out. We added New Hampshire because one of their coaches at the D1 New Hampshire said, you guys are doing great things. Come to our school in May. We can evaluate players and we can get them on our radar. So we added that. We talked to Bryant University and we put one there, and it's a few others. So we're adding more toward the late part of the schedule and maybe into the summer a little bit. But there's 24 opportunities this year, and then we're adding more as we go in future years.
Yes. So you have an unlimited time to go to camps. Let's say right now you are in 8th grade. You can go to almost 100 camps by the time you're done with high school. And you think at the price of $125, like right now, if you do the math, if you went to 100 camps at $125, you know how much money that is. So you literally have an unlimited amount of times to go to camps, improve on times, talk to coaches, get in front of coaches in different places in the area and in the country. And a lot of our camps are near each other. So let's just say you live in New Jersey like me. You can possibly get to a New Jersey camp. You can get to a Delaware camp, You can get to a Pennsylvania camp. You can get to a Connecticut camp, and you can get to a Massachusetts and Rhode Island camp, and even a New Hampshire camp if you're willing to drive that far. Like, and and even New York, because we're gonna have camps even there. Ohio, you may be able to get to if you feel like driving. There's an opportunity there to really get to all those camps. What I'm saying, to get your stars up, meet more college coaches, and just get more exposure. And then on top of that, bring in teammates. So let's just say right now, you live in, like I said, you live in New Jersey, and you got your dream, you got your brand ambassador link out. You say, hey, I'm going to a camp in at the University of Delaware. He's like, who's coming with me? People are like, okay, that's not that far. You're going down there. I'm going down there. Next thing you know, you go from one kid to maybe bringing 10, kids with you, and not only are you performing at the camp, and then, getting, your star ratings up, getting your time, bettering your times, bettering, all kinds of things like that. You're also making money at the same time. You're making money at the same time. So you're killing two birds with one stone. You're bringing, yourself there, improving your times, improving your scores, and you're making money at the same time. So not only could you walk out with a scholarship, better times, and some money in your pocket, which is something that does not happen at almost any other camp that you go to. I know people love going to FBU. I know people love going to, U.S. Army All-American Bowl and stuff like that. I know people love going to, any of these other mega camps and stuff like that. But there's almost no opportunity where you can go improve your scores, meet college coaches, come out with a scholarship offer, and make money at the same time. You tell me there's no other place where you can do that. And this is the opportunity that we're giving you. And this is why, as these first 25 people that are in our core audience, why it's so important, because you'll be ahead of the game. When everybody else is coming in and they're learning how to do it within the next couple of years and stuff like that, you guys will be vets at this, and people will just be like, well, damn, how the hell did they do that? They got here first. They got here first. Yeah. And they learned the game early, and they know how to do it. That's why being on this Zoom tonight is so important, because you guys are going to end up being the leaders of our Dream Brand athletes. Yes. You're going to be the leaders.
Yep. And that leads into our objective 4, which is creating a brand ambassador link. All right. So want to go into that because, one, you want to get to as many camps as possible. But if you're going, as Anthony mentioned, you can say who's coming with me, post your ambassador link to all your friends and teammates, put it on social media, text people, and they can see, where the camp is, and they can register off of your link, and then they go. So your teammates are coming down with you, but they signed up off of your link. You guys get 13%. If you guys can see my screen, I'll try to blow it up as big as I can. But you guys get 13% commission on all your registrations that come off of your link. All right. So that's roughly $16 every time someone signs up off of your link. All right. So I'm going to explain how that works. And then if you guys have any questions, once again, we are there for you guys to help walk you through and make sure that you guys understand. So as I mentioned, 13% commissions on all registrations. All right. What you guys would do is you're going to go to football.recruitnationelite.com/ambassador. And you guys don't have to write this down because it's in the school. It's in the school. So you'll have a chance to be able to see this. All I did was go on to the classroom and I clicked how to sign up for a brand ambassador. So you do not have to write this down. If you want to, it's cool. But once you guys get into the school, that's why we set this up. All right. You have all the information you need, and you'll be able to click it. And you'll get a recording of this as well as I'll walk you through. All right. So www.football.recruitnationelite.com/ambassador. That's where you guys want to go. When you're in the classroom, you can click on this link. All right. So you don't have to write it down. Just click on the link and it'll take you to where you need to be. All right. This is what the page will look like when you get there. All right. Once you get to that link, you're going to click the button at the bottom that says click to sign up. All right. You click to sign up. Then it's going to say you need to create an account. All right. So it's going to ask you to add all your information in here. So we know who you are and we can track you properly. All right. So you're going to put your email, create a password, confirm your password, all this other information. Then you're going to hit create account. All right. So it's simple. Just put your information there, hit create account. All right. Once you have your account created, you're going to go here where it says already an affiliate, log in now. So you click that button right there. You already created your account. You're good. Now you're going to log in by putting in your email and your password, and it will log you into the system and you'll get to your dashboard. All right. Step 3, you're going to go to your dashboard once you get in. That's what it's going to take you to once you log in. You'll have your dashboard. All right. This is my dashboard right here. It's an old dashboard, but this is mine. Screenshot I took a long time ago. But it's going to show you your earnings. It's going to show you how much you earned in a week. All right. The last 7 days, last 30 days, and so forth. Each camp that you have, all this stuff is going to be on your dashboard. So you guys can see what's going on with your links. All right. You'll be able to see everything on your link. All right. So dashboard, you should get familiar with that and understand how that works. Now, you guys are going to be generating revenue, income. All right. Income means tax. All right. So my accountant is going to want to make sure that everybody here that's an independent contractor is going to report their income to the I, the R, and the S. All right. So that means a W-9 form, government form. I have the link here to take you right to the government site, but you have to complete this. All right. Anybody who's a contractor or anything, you kids might not know, but parents are probably familiar with this. You have to create a W-9 for tax reporting. All right. Once you complete that, you're going to send that to us at info@dreamsportsgroup.net, and it's going to go right over to our accounting firm. So they have it on file. So at the end of the year, they can send you your 1099 to show how much income you made in a year. And then you will have to pay taxes on that portion of income that you create. All right. So that's how it works. Wherever you are, you earn income. The government wants a piece of your income. All right. So there's going to be a little thing here on your dashboard that says, please email your completed W-9 form to, and we cannot do payouts until that's in. All right. So we need to make sure that that W-9 is complete. W-9 should have your name. It should have your signature. It's going to ask for the date, and it's going to ask for your social security number because the government has to have that for reporting. Now, I'm not stealing your identity. All right. I'm gonna make sure that it goes right to the accountant for tax reporting purposes. A lot of people send in forms and they want to leave it off and all that. The form, if it doesn't have all the information, is incomplete and you can't get a payout. Trust me, we're going to get it and it's going to go right to the accountant and it's going to be taken care of, but you will not get a payout until a W-9 is completely filled out, name, signature, and social security number. Or if you have an LLC, you create your own business LLC, you can use that number and put it under your business. That's what some people do. That's fine as well, but the form needs to be complete all the way. All right, now once you're on there and all that's done, all right, you're going to go to football. It's going to say football showcase series. All right, and there's going to be a blue button above that. And you're going to click the blue button and it's going to say get my links. All right, so you're going to get a link that's going to be specific to you. It's going to say www.football.recruitnationleague.com, and it's going to say /2396481. That's going to be your dedicated number that it's going to give you so it can track all your activity. All right. So when you share it out to friends and you share it out to teammates and you put it on social media, you're going to put your link. And then when people click it, it's going to take them to the regular website. So it looks just like if they went to the regular website, nothing shows it's an ambassador link or anything, but it's going to be tracking you guys. So all you got to do is click the blue button that says get my links. And then the next page is going to have your link. All right. All you're going to do is copy that link. And then that's what you're going to be using to share all over social media. So we have helpful tips, share on Instagram, share it on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, your email signature. You can put it on social media, DMs to people. Wherever you want to put it. There's Facebook groups that say DMV football group. Join the group, post a link in there. Wherever you can, just put your link. You never know who's going to be interested in signing up for camps. They're probably going to see a lot of our videos. They're going to see the testimonials, the scholarship offers. They're going to say, okay, I might want to go to this, and they click your link. All right, and then you have a chance to receive compensation for that. So step 7 is just share some more. Text your link to your friends, teammates, put it on social media platforms, community groups, and more. All right, so that's pretty much how it goes. If you have questions about that, you can always email us. You can find myself, you can find Anthony, you can find Deshaun, but it's in the group. When you guys join our Dream Brand Athlete on the school platform, if you go to Classroom, and then right here it says sign up for a free Dream Ambassador link, that is going to teach you how to do it. All right, so you can listen back on this recording. You can go on to that course and you can look at it, but it's going to walk you through the whole process to be able to generate that revenue. All right. Anything to add, Deshaun or Anthony?
Real quick, let me go. I just answer a couple questions. From Brandon Munger, the cards with the link, that's a good idea. I know sometimes there are, stores or shops that allow you to post things, or place, your business cards there. So that could be a good idea. Shannon, you can answer this question. I know some of it, but someone asked if their kid is underage, do they have to fill it out? Now, you can say what you want to say, but one thing I do know is typically the rule is if they earn less than $13,850, they typically would not have to pay taxes. But any child who earns more than $1,250 is supposed to file a tax return. Now they say anything under less than 13,000, you don't have to, but if you want to get the money back, you would, but you wouldn't get anything back on this because it's no taxes coming out. So, but yeah, so that's the threshold, 1250. If they make at least 1250, then you do need to file something. But
And your tax account, if
good.
you have a
Yeah,
tax professional, they will show you. So even if you get a
and not
1099
working
back
kids.
under your name or you get it back under your child's name, they will walk you through the earnings and what needs to be filed. Like I said, if you make $800 in a year, they're probably going to say, okay, this is how it's going to work as far as filing. But I know that's income that we're not keeping as a company and we're giving away. So we have to report that as an expense going out back to someone else other than us. So we have to report it as money going out, but you talk to your tax professional to be able to do it. Now, if you want to put it under yourself as the parent, because anybody can share the link out, you can create it and put it under yourself. If you're worried about a younger athlete having to do that and account for that, there's different ways you can go about it.
Okay, that's it for me.
So
Anybody else?
basically, welcome to the introduction to American tax, guys.
No doubt. Yes.
There was another question. Is that same link they would use? So if someone wants to buy gear, are they able to use that same link if they want to buy gear? Like how do they get credit for that?
Got you. Yeah, so that's going to be different. We have a Shopify store that we're using as far as all the gear. So that would be, you'll have 2 different links that you're working with. One is for using it for camps and other dream event type things. And then there's another one for that's going to be for gear. So we'll have that information out. Right. My wife, she is part of our company. She does all the gear and the stores and some other stuff. So she'll create that information and we'll get it out to you guys as far as how the merchandise will work.
What you want to do too, what I say, I tell everybody is what I do is when I have my links, I have an iPhone, so I usually put my my links in my notes for quick reference, and then I just say, hey, I just title it. This is my ambassador link for Recruit Nation, and this is my ambassador link for Dream All American. this is my ambassador link for merch. That way, when I need to put it out, just go boom, copy, paste it, boom, there it is. You know, and I know where it is. So just make sure as soon as you get your links, just take a second to copy and paste them, put them into your notes or write it down. That way, you know, or that way you have it for quick reference when you need it, and you can just post it, bing, bang, boom. Or what I tell people to do also is that if you have room for it on your Twitter bio, if you go to my Twitter bio, you'll see my ambassador link right on my Twitter bio, underneath there. So,
Yep.
you know.
Yep, and you can be creative. You can turn your ambassador link into a QR code and be able to create cards and other things. There's a lot of things you can do with your link, you know, how you want to do it. But you know, you'll have pictures, videos, and then you can say, hey, if you're interested in getting some gloves for yourself or sunglasses or whatever, hey, visit my link. And people can click your link and go from there. So yeah, keeping it as a note is always good. So whenever you're posting, you can go into your notes on your phone, or if you have it on your computer stored, just copy paste with your picture or video. So it's always with you every time you post something about the camps, or if you post something about the gear, you'll always have that with you. All right.
Guys, we'll have a quick.
Real quick, Tamika McCullum, can you unmute and verbally ask that question? That might be a good question. And I want to make sure we finish. Okay, sure,
Can you
thanks.
hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, so I wanted to know if the link will be sufficient enough. For instance, if we're sitting there as letting the kids be brand ambassadors, and say, for instance, some of the kids in the school may be interested in basketball or one of the other sports that you guys provide, would that link also work for them other sports as well?
Yes, that's
We
good.
have different links.
And it does work. So I'm gonna go back and click the store. So when you guys go to, it says football, that Recruit Nation Elite.
Great question. Thank you.
It's gonna take you to the dashboard. And if you can kind of see on the dashboard, there's different things. So under Recruit Nation Elite, that's nothing there anymore, but you would click this link for that. If you go down a little bit more, it says Dream Bowl. You would click that one for your Dream Bowl. The next one I think was show right here, Basketball Showcase Series. So anybody wants to do basketball camps, you click that link. So you can go on to your dashboard, scroll through and find all things dream events that we have commissioned for. And then you'll be able to click that and be able to share. So if you have basketball athletes that are going to be interested in going to a basketball camp, go to your dashboard, scroll down until you find Basketball Showcase Series, click get my link, and then you share that one out. And it's going to say basketball.recruitnationelite.com, and then have your numbers after that one, and then you share. So yeah, you will be able to share it for any event we have. It will be on your dashboard. And hopefully
so basically what that means is you can basically get commission for almost any product we sell. So let's just say somebody wants to sign in for Dream All American, right? And let's just say somebody comes in and wants to get an elite package, and at 13% of the elite package price, that's a $338 commission. You understand?
Yep. So yeah, just use your links. Everything won't be commissioned on there. You just scroll through and see what is, and then you'll be able to share it. Some things, with some major Dream Bowl things, our committee has to approve some things, so we're not going to have commission for just a random person to just start passing out Dream Bowl links. So I want to be clear on that. Everything won't be on there, but things that we do offer and we want you to share will be on there.
Yes.
All right.
So there'll be an opportunity.
Yeah, let's go.
There'll be an opportunity to do that.
All right. Objective 5 is preparing for NIL deals. So I'm gonna pass the floor to Deshaun and Anthony. Deshaun just went to NIL conference. We just went to Norfolk State and started working with athletes there as far as NIL deals. In the past, we have posted a few college players that we had NIL deals with. Starting quarterback for Georgia Tech. We gave him an NIL deal. Starting running back for Oklahoma. He had an NIL deal with us, but they weren't homegrown dream athletes. Those are people that we're using as influencers. All right, for what we want you guys to do is be dream brand athletes, go through our system, learn all the things, show that you guys can produce. So by the time you get to the next level, we're like, okay, we're tracking their dashboard, we're seeing their social media, we're seeing their activity. That's someone we know has great influence and will put in the work, and they deserve a link. I mean, an NIL deal, because they showed on their links that they are successful in marketing, advertising, and getting sales. So we're using this platform to help show when it's time for NIL deals. We can say, okay, let's sit down and have a meeting. Let's look at your dashboard for the years you've been in. Let's look at your social media. If you only had one post you made in 3 years, because there are some kids that have Instagram with no posts. So I don't know why they would have Instagram and have no pictures on there, but they do. We need to see that you're active, and we need to see that people are clicking your link and they're registering off your link going to NIL. But we just went to a conference. Great stuff came out of it. So I'm gonna pass it to Sean, and then Anthony. After that, you can add on to anything with Sean.
Okay, so I'm gonna be, I guess, the second to say it. I think Anthony or Shannon may have said it, but congratulations, right? This is a great, opportunity to help you learn and build about name, image, and likeness. I have got the opportunity to learn a lot, to the point where I feel I'm quite versed in it now. So along the way, any questions that you have, you can reach out to me, and I can help and assist with any other deals that you may have. So by me going to this summit, I learned some things, and we're gonna have some great things for you all outside of just our brand athlete, because we'll have partners and other companies that want to partner with us and sponsor with us, and we'll use those partnerships to give you all opportunities to also work with those brands as well, in addition to us. So I always mention it's like offers, right? By you having an NIL deal with us, you do well, you build your brand, you build your audience, others will come. Okay. So now, the contact information will be, it'll be in the school, but I'll see about putting in the chat here shortly. If somebody can put that in for me, my contact information, and you can do that for me. So, but let me tell you the realness of it. All right. So at this conference, there was a deputy director for the NCAA for name, image, and likeness. Okay. So what you all are doing with us is name, image, and likeness. It's NIL, and it's Safeway. It's the way it was supposed to be meant. A lot of what you may see, these athletes that get these deals, for $1 million, whatever, a lot of that is pay to play. You know what I mean? And a lot of that, there's some expectations that, but I'm not going to get deep into it, but it's dirty. It's not what it was meant to be. But it's there, you know what I mean? And through these meetings, we'll get into, more of that. But just know that this is a safe way, for you to get into it. There's a lot of opportunity here. And the more popular you get, just sharing your link, you're going to make some money. So like I said, if you're going to different camps and showcases and different bowl games, interact with people, meet, exchange Twitters or Instagrams, get their information, whether even use Snapchat, you know what I mean? Whether it's Snap, whatever you guys do, get people's contact information. And then by you having that, you share, your links, there's a showcase coming up, at University of Delaware, you know what I mean? Post it, even if you live in California, post it, because if you've met someone going to these different things all across the country, they may see it. Next thing you know, you're making some money off of it just by sharing it. So interact with all those people, the more you get to, know more people and increase your contacts, that's going to help, right? So you got to deal with us, because in your bio, that's another thing. It should say dream brand athlete, and then all the other stuff, right? And that's going to get you some attention, right? That alone, you're gonna start to get some likes just because it says that, right? And then we'll go on to different, we'll call them courses, and instruction on how do you will get, more attention just because, for me, I get new followers all the time, you know what I mean? And just from just having the name Dream in my thing, people just, follow me, out of nowhere, you know what I mean? And I'm looking, I'm like, oh, are they local to me? No, they're from New Mexico, you know what I mean? So um we'll show you how to do those things, because the more you build your audience, the more you build your brand, that's when the other companies, will, come looking and say, how can we work with this athlete? When I was at that summit, there was an athlete who had, 300,000 followers. He says he didn't even really know, it was by luck. It was dumb luck. He didn't even know how he got him, but he was just doing silly stuff, and some things were going viral, and it picked up. And then brands reached out to him. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. No crazy deals. But understand this: it is work. You see all these deals, whatever. And they're not just giving you money. You have to earn it. You know what I mean? There's expectations. You have to maybe post certain many times a day, and you have to, we're not holding you to things. That's what we want you to do. But some of these other companies, they're holding you to. You have a contract. So you don't think that it's just an opportunity and they're just going to give you money. No. You got to work. There's work that you have to do. So this is a good introduction to working through NIL, and then just regular work. Some of you may have jobs, some of you may not, but this is a job. You know what I mean? And again, I feel that it's safe, and it's one that you'll be able to, learn some responsibility. Or hey, maybe your parents will do it, and you'll make your money. But it's a great opportunity, and sky will be the limit. The earning potential, it could be really high. I mean, we've had just by sharing ambassador links, we've had someone for one of the events, I think Shannon, made over $1,000 in a month. Was one I forget which maybe the Virginia basketball one. Somebody just from that, you know what I mean?
We had 250 basketball players that came in, and they knew all the 7-on-7 directors, all the high school coaches. So they really were boots on the ground and getting information out there, and they made a lot. A lot of their registrations came from their push. So the more active you are and the connections you make, there is a lot of money that can be made if that's your goal for this program. Some people just want to go to camps nonstop and even be seen. If that's your goal, that's cool. You're getting merch as part of it. If that's what you want, that's cool. So it's a little bit of everything. Education, all right. It's learning how to brand. It's camps. It's development. It's all that. We want to give a lot. I know it costs money to get into this. We're giving merch and unlimited camps. I mean, it's a steal for what this is. But like I said, whatever your end game is, take advantage of whatever aspect that we have. But if you're
also
build NIL and earning potential and all that, then definitely take this seriously and follow the steps that are given to get your name out there.
I just want to add one thing as well that we didn't put in, especially for NIL. You guys at the end of your career have an opportunity to get an NIL deal with us. And how that works is what Creek said, is by doing the work. We are going to be looking at everyone that is in the group and the top people that perform, because we believe, I'm a little bit older than Then some of you a little bit older, maybe some of your parents, getting closer to 50 by the year. But I come from a generation where it's a show and prove generation. We're not gonna give you money for nothing. We're not gonna give you money for nothing. I promise you. I work for Shannon Riley. He is not going to give me money for nothing. He is,
No.
and I don't mean it. He is on my ass every day, to saying to hit marks, and it's gonna be the same way, with the guy with you guys. You are in here. You are, you are in here. You're working. We expect you to work, and then for what you do, you will be compensated handsomely. I promise you that. You put in the work, you put in the elbow grease, you will be compensated. You will be compensated handsomely. If you don't do the work, then you're gonna find out what you're not gonna get. And yeah, I know, Braden. Your dad always says from the show and prove era. Exactly. So he knows exactly what I'm talking about, and you're gonna find out exactly what I'm talking about too. We're not gonna give you anything for nothing. So, like I said, you work hard, you put yourself out there, you do the things that we need you to do. You ask for help from people, whether it's me, whether it's Shannon, whether it's Creek, whether it's from your parents. Any advice you get from your parents, they know better. Some of your parents have businesses, they work in businesses, they know how it's done. But what I don't want you to get into a habit of is them doing it for you. Have help from them, but your parents paid to give you an opportunity to learn the rules of marketing, the rules of finance, and how life works in America, how it works here. You have a big opportunity to do some things. And some of y'all may say, hey, I don't want to do any of the marketing. And that's fine. But for those that do, there's some big rewards at the end of it for you. So, and that's pretty much, what I wanted to say about that. Because like I said, you have an opportunity, especially you young guys, for the next, 5 to 6 to 7 years to do some really big things and grow with us. Because I promise you, this company went from, having All-American games at a high school to doing things at NFL stadiums. And we're going to have some major things that are going to be happening within the next, couple of years that you guys are going to want to be a part of. I promise you that.
Yep. So yeah, we have a lot going on. I can't wait. I'm itching to tell you guys where we're going with some of these things. Some major announcements coming shortly that you guys will be tied into as well. The fall, it's gonna be crazy. So just sit back, you'll see some of the things we got planned. Don't worry. We want to get it out there. We just got to go through certain steps and make sure that all T's are crossed, I's are dotted and everything. But we got some major stuff. But that's basically what we wanted to go over. Those 5 objectives, just to make sure we're clear on how we're moving forward. What is Dream Brand, how to market yourself, learn a few things about marketing exposure, now finances, entrepreneurship. That's going to be all pieces of the puzzle that we want to bring to you guys. So, it's always going to be available in this group, this community. We're going to post stuff nonstop. So free resources tab, we're going to get information in there about NCAA, recruiting, marketing, entrepreneurship, business, all that stuff. So you guys have that. Remember, success stories when you guys get into the group, post your awards, scholarship offers, whatever you guys have when you get your gear. Make sure that you guys are getting your gear out there and taking pictures. This is my son right here. He had his hat on and he got his puffer jacket, and I took a picture and put it on this background. But it could be, don't have to be a fancy picture. Just get your merch out there. And then we will post in this group everybody who's official Dream Brain athlete, and also have your guys' article along with it. All right. The article comes with you guys signing your form. So you guys sign your agreement, just showing that you guys understand what we're asking for with everything as far as being doing things the right way. All right. So once we have that, your announcement will be made online. We'll post it in this group. And like you said, once you guys get in the group, get familiar with it, start posting, and then we're going to invite the college coaches in, and we're going to invite corporations in, heads of corporations, marketing agencies, and all that. And then we're going to bring in other people. So in the classroom, you see these 3 are free. Anybody who comes in can learn about branding and what is a Dream Brand Athlete. They can get an ambassador link and share, because we want our information out as much as possible. But when we start adding the exclusive content, more and more information, they won't be able to click it. It will just be accessible to anybody who's an official Dream Brand Athlete. And then on the calendar, once we load that up, there'll be some free things, because we want to share information on all platforms. But then these type of meetings, it won't be this long. This is the kickoff one, but we're gonna start bringing college coaches in on these meetings, so we can give you guys a few little updates, talk about leaderboard and some other things, answer some questions, and then we have the college coach tell you guys what they're looking for in an athlete and recruiting, so you guys can get some benefit out of that. So a lot of great things are going to come from Dream Brand Athlete. I hope you guys can post, some of the stuff that we're talking about here and how we're trying to use this platform to benefit the athletes. And like I said, whatever your end goal is, there's something for you, unlimited camps or learning entrepreneurship or just getting the gear or whatever you want to take from this. Please just post some good stuff out there, so people can see what we have going on. So I appreciate you guys getting in. We recorded this, so it's going to be a lesson that's going to be put in school. So I'll get this in there so you guys can always go back. And if you got to find something that was said or whatever, make sure you go in and get the link, and we can email it out, the video, once it gets in the cloud. I can download it and send it out as well for anybody who can't get on. But we'll give you guys the school information so you guys can log in. It's free for you guys. So you just log in, be a part of the community, start posting your good stuff. And then remember, all the content, get it out there, tag Dream or Recruit Nation or anything on social media. Make sure we see that you guys are posting. We'll repost it, and it's just helping your brand, getting your name out there. So do we have any questions in the chat that we have missed, guys, before we go?
I don't, but wait, I'm just gonna real quick. Does anybody have any questions that they want to ask?
I just said, hey guys, I had one question. Thanks for this awesome info. Deshaun, I was wondering, at the NIL conference, did it concentrate only on NCAA? Because we're in Massachusetts. Massachusetts is actually a state that allows NIL for high school as well. And I know there's probably about 30 states out there now that are. So I was wondering if they talked about high school at all or only concentrated on college.
So they talked about it just in general, but they didn't get into specific states. But there were different people there. There was, financial aid people. There were wealth managers there. There were different brands, who were interested, and we were able to just, ask any kind of questions. But that one, yeah, it wasn't specific to just college. It kind of covered a little bit of everything.
Okay.
But it was good. And any other questions with that, I can definitely, answer those. And just to piggyback off that, I kid you not, at least one every day. I'm talking to different, partners, and we're vetting different ones. Some will work, some will not. But there's gonna be a lot of opportunities with partnerships that the people that want to be, involved with Dream, and as Anthony's saying, you are the initial people, the groundbreaking, athletes, and we really appreciate you, because I have this building the dream, phrase that I keep using, and you all are a crucial part of that. You know what I mean? You put in the work and the efforts, or whatever, you're going to help us grow, tremendously. So, any other questions?
Yeah, I'm looking at
Yeah.
it. Someone says
Braden Munger asked if there's going to be shoes other than cleats.
Actually looking into that now, training shoes and some other things. So we want to be able to get past just the cleats and have some training shoes and some other things. So looking into that right now, it's just gonna be the cleats, but at some point we will get to that point where we're branching out into other shoes and other footwear. And then camps down south, I see that, Chad. We will have more camps down south. We're actually coming back to Florida one time. We'll be at IMG this summer. We do have South Carolina coming up. We have Georgia. We're going to be in Atlanta. We'll be in Charlotte. Where else? We'll be in Dallas and Houston. We just left Mississippi. We just left New Orleans. So a few in the Southeast that we'll be in that are, I mean, not very close besides the Florida one, but there are ones that you could get to if you really wanted to.
Yes, that's for middle. Is that only middle school? The game is middle.
The game is middle
only
school.
middle school.
Showcase is going to be all grade levels. So we'll have a high school field, middle school field for that showcase. All right. And then we're inviting all the kids that are top performers at the Recruit Nation camps to be able to come down. And then we're going to have select people that are coming as well. So it's going to be some of the best that come to that. We're calling that the select showcase because we're picking from some of the top performers that have come. Obviously, with you guys, you can add yourself to the list if you want to go. Be down to IMG by the beaches, and you can stay to watch the game and all that stuff. So if you're not part of the game, you can still come to the showcase, enjoy yourself at the beach, and then check out some of the talent there at the middle school showcase. It's June 21st will be the showcase. There's practices and some things on the 22nd, and then the game's on the 23rd. But good question there.
Does anybody else have any questions?
All right, that's perfect.
Beat that.
All right, so I appreciate you guys. Like I said, the recording will be in the group. We'll get the recording out on email.
And getting that school.
You're welcome, Mike.
Yep.
There'll be a lot more to learn, friend.
All right.
Have a great night, guys. Thank you.
Okay, thank you guys. All right, appreciate you. Have a good one.
All right. See you guys in a little bit.
All right, bye.